The Gillard government has stashed away a war chest of nearly $500 million in secret projects to be announced before the election. In Tuesday's budget, Treasurer Wayne Swan listed a line item of $463.9 million as decisions taken but not yet announced. Deloitte Access Economics Director Chris Richardson said Australians should expect to see the money spent on a range of pork barrelling campaign announcements. Yes, it is a war chest and they're holding back a bit of money here that will be announced before the election, he said. Advertisement. In last year's budget papers, the same line item amounted to $119.4 million. Under questioning, Mr Swan denied it was an election war chest and said there were reasons for the money to be listed that way. Some of them can be commercial matters in confidence, he said. That's not a large amount of money in terms of decisions taken and not announced. Mr Swan's office subsequently suggested the measure could include defense contracts and other matters under negotiation. But Mr Richardson said the money would be earmarked mostly for positive announcements designed to help the government retain office. He said while some of what Mr Swan was saying about commercial in confidence matters could be true, much of the money would likely be targeted for pre-election spending. That money will get spent where the electoral margin is at its tightest, he said. Another independent economic forecaster, Macroeconomics, agreed the explanation for decisions taken but not yet announced was simple. That's election spending, said Macroeconomics Budget and Forecasting Director Stephen Anthony. Mr Richardson said election spending would exceed $500 million, but won't reach the stunning amounts of money thrown at the 2007 election. However, he warned the spending would need to be announced before the government entered caretaker mode, or technically the coalition can spend that money too. The coalition's spokesman for Scrutiny and Government Waste, Jamie Briggs, said the amount was suspiciously high. It does seem a lot of money still to be spent so close to the end of the financial year. We will be looking at this very closely and we're not ruling out it being a war chest, he said. Contingency funds exist, but this seems very convenient and we don't trust Labour on it. The government has already been accused of using the budget to pork barrel in the electorates of key independent MPs Tony Windsor and Rob Oakeshott. Mr Windsor's New England electorate got $540,000 for 3 sporting and community projects. Mr Oakeshott's Lynn electorate got $412,000 for 3 youth, community and cultural projects. Meanwhile, government ministers and MPs are on the warpath this weekend over opposition leader Tony Abbott's pledge to axe the legislated increase in the superannuation guarantee from 9 to 12%. Cabinet Minister Anthony Albanese said the coalition's plan to delay by 2 years the increase was a sneak peek of the vicious cuts to the bone it had in store for Australians. Mr Abbott has said himself that he believes compulsory superannuation is a con job, so it is little wonder that he's made this appalling commitment, Mr Albanese said.